Hello, welcome back to TGTV. More specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Watch Talk video. Today I've got two new arrivals to my collection to talk about. We're kicking things off with a bang with Grail Watch Club. Most of you that have followed my Instagram for quite a while now will have seen me teasing Grail Watch Club loads and loads of times, but I'm really proud to announce that it's finally live, and we're kicking things off with a discontinued no-date sub. So here we go then. This no-date sub, most of you will be aware, has been discontinued very recently, and the prices of these have shot up. Now we will be giving away this actual watch, and not only that, I will be meeting the winner in person on YouTube Square in one of my cars, COVID dependent of course. And if COVID completely disappears by the time you win, then you'll also get a spin round the block in one of my cars as well. All very exciting. So we're giving away this 114060, is that right, Ollie? So this very watch here is partially stickered as well, unworn, no date sub. It's the previous 40mm example, and it's absolutely mint. Now, things to note about Grail Watch Club, and you think, oh, not another raffle competition. It is UK only, and unlike a lot of competitions, it's actually completely transparent. So there are a fixed number of tickets. It's completely visible how many tickets have sold, completely visible how many tickets are to sell, and the odds are a lot lower than various other competitions online. So a really exciting opportunity to get a discontinued piece, and something that if you manage to win this will go up year on year in value. So unlike other competitions around, we're actually going to be focusing on the discontinued pieces, the rare pieces, and the hard to get hold of pieces. We're not just going to be doing Rolex, we're also going to be doing some Patek, some Tudor, some Omega, some more affordable stuff, and corresponding ticket prices accordingly. So sometimes there'll even be two watches available, sometimes there'll be runner-up prizes. We're going to mix things up and we're going to bring something new to the market. And also full transparency. We'll be tagging the winners, and you can check exactly who has won the watch. So it's not just going to be a mate of mine. This is fully above board, and it's taken months to get all the legalities, the payment gateways, and everything completely legit behind the scenes. Winners will be drawn by an independent third party, and that will be live on Instagram at Grail Watch Club for you guys to tune into. I'll of course leave the pinned comment below, and the competition is now live as of the point this video goes out, so make sure you go and get in the mix. As I said before, there's a limited fixed amount of tickets with super low odds. So go and get in the mix, and good luck. And if you're really unlucky, I'll see you on YouTube Square to hand over your as new Rolex no-date Submariner. Purely lazily, I don't want to bring two box sets with me, so I've stuffed them both inside this box. They're both very different, but they're from a brand that I absolutely love, and I've brought onto the channel many times, and you've seen on my wrist many times. And recently, I'm now official watch partner with Aston Martin F1. So a huge thing that has happened very recently, and a mega partnership. So congrats to all those at Girard Perregaux. It's great to see two brands that I love doing cool things together. Albeit not the biggest fan of the DBX, I do love Aston as a brand. So yeah, really cool. And I can't wait to see what they get up to together and the watch they produce together. So, unboxing time. As I say, we've got two watches in here. So one's going to be in its normal situation, and the other one's going to be kind of upside down in here. So this is the box that pretty much all Girard Perregaux come with, bar kind of some of the really high-end sapphire tourbillon pieces. Anyway, here we go then. You guys would have seen these pieces already on my Instagram. It won't be a huge surprise, these two, but I wanted to go into them in some depth and talk about exactly why I picked these up and why I love them so much. And there's nothing really about either of these pieces online, so I wanted to get some stuff out there on them and talk about them and explain why I think this brand is cool, it's clever, and it's slightly under the radar for now, although that is going to change with the F1 partnership. So let's get into these pieces then. First and foremost, we have Girard Perregaux Free Bridge. Now the history behind GP, let's come out from behind the box. The bridges have been an integral part of GP for centuries now. They're just celebrating their 230th anniversary, and the bridge is key to the core of the brand, and this is no exception. It has got the bridge right on the bottom of the dial there, and it's got a silicone mainspring right beneath it there. It's really cool tech in this watch. I'm not going to bang on too much about it, but we'll just rattle off some stats very quickly whilst we're here. So the case is in stainless steel, the diameter is 44mm, the case back is anti-reflective sapphire crystal, and the water resistance is 3 ATM, so about 30 meters. The strap material is actually calf leather with this kind of cool, like Kevlar sporty finish to it, which I absolutely love. and the buckle is a steel triple folding buckle with a release mechanism with buttons on the side of it. The movement is caliber GP01800-1170, bit of a mouthful there. It's self-winding and the total diameter of it is 36.2 millimeters with a height of 5.94 millimeters. Frequency is 28,800 vibrations per hour. There are 185 parts in the movement and the number of joules is 23. The power reserve is 54 hours. The finishing is amazing, the rotor looks lovely, and you've got kind of gold numerals on the rotor there. And again, the base plates behind in the movement, and this kind of like dark kind of finish. The whole thing is finished absolutely beautifully, as I'm sure you would expect from GP, and it really is a very nice piece. I tend to stay away from dress watches. I don't like the dressy pieces, simply because I dress like a tramp most of the time. I dress like a 15-year-old, I dress like Justin Bieber. So the dress watches don't suit me, but I think this has got a really nice mixture of kind of more formal vibes, but also a sporty feel to it as well, with this kind of calf leather, almost kind of Kevlar looking strap here, and the case being the size that it is means that it's got quite a lot of kind of presence to it as well, so you can wear it a bit more on the sporty side. Love this watch. I don't have many circular pieces in the collection with kind of exposed crown like this, so it's a really nice departure from my usual type of piece in the collection, and I absolutely love it. It gets loads and loads of compliments and it looks way beyond its price tag. Retail price on this is about $18,000, so that's about 14 grand. And they are now available. This is a new piece in the lineup, and I think it's got a really nice place in my collection. It certainly looks way more expensive than the price tag actually is. So really, really nice piece, and there's obviously more specs and whatnot on the GP website. So make sure you go and check those out. In fact, I'm gonna put it on whilst I talk about the other piece that I've got. This is my ceramic Laureato skeleton, by the way. I've done a video on this, and I've actually got 3 Laureato skeletons now. Black ceramic, full rose gold, and also stainless steel. I messed up the video on the stainless steel and rose gold. I messed up the sound on those, but there is a full video you can put up with the sound on the channel. I love these watches, and I think finally they're gonna get the recognition they deserve, albeit hopefully not too much recognition. I want them to stay a little bit more under the radar as opposed to AP and Patek. So let's put this on the wrist. Lovely stuff. So the other piece I wanted to talk to you about was this. This is actually the only piece in my collection that is white ceramic. This is the Girard Perregaux Laureato Bamford collaboration. This was a collaboration between the manufacturer and the UK-based design house and watch customization brand, and actually watch brand in themselves now, Bamford Watch Department. Bamford are almost omnipresent across pretty much every single industry, not least also the auto department that they have, which customizes vintage Range Rovers and other such stuff. They're always doing something cool. They do always loads of cool collabs. They've done one with Tag Heuer. They've done numerous with Tag Heuer actually, and they're always up to something really, really cool. And this is no exception. So this is a full white ceramic Laureato in the controversial case size of 38 millimeters. And the black ceramic variant here, which I believe is a 42 millimeter, but the 38 mil just wears so nicely and so comfortably. And the fact that it's white ceramic actually looks bigger than it is. So really, really nice piece. And there's loads of really cool little details on it too. So as I mentioned before, the case is 38 millimeters. The case thickness is 10.2 millimeters. It's got anti-reflective sapphire, and it is water resistant to 100 meters. So not a sports watch, but definitely something you could swim in and you'd be absolutely fine. It's got a screw down crown, which is actually black titanium PVD, not ceramic. And the case back is sapphire glass, where you can see the caliber in the side. The movement is actually the GP 03300-0139. It's a 27 jewel movement with 218 components at 28,800 vibrations per hour, and the power reserve is at 46 hours. More than enough. Actually, I'm going to put it on because it does wear very, very nicely. It's a lovely summer watch, and as I say, much like this, there is nothing else in my collection that kind of competes with it. They've got their own place and their own niche in my collection. I think sometimes it's worth not buying kind of 15 pieces that look exactly the same. I think often the temptation is to kind of build a collection of watches, but when you actually look at them, like a lot of the Rolexes, the APs and the Pateks, they all start blending into one, and it's really nice to have a few different pieces knocking around that not everyone knows what they are. So as you see on the wrist, it fits slightly smaller, but as I said earlier, with the white kind of finishing on it, it wears a bit bigger than the case size would actually let on. It's really, really comfortable, and as with ceramic, it doesn't get too hot, it doesn't get too cold, it doesn't weigh a lot. It's just a very, very comfortable piece. There's loads of nice details on it. The dial's this kind of white clou de Paris, which is what they call it, and a zebra finish on the end of the second hand. You've got Bamford on the dial as well, and on the case back it actually says 1 of 45, which is the amount of watches they have made for this limited edition. You could have bought this watch without the ceramic bracelet on this kind of fabric strap, and it also comes with a rubber strap as well now separately, which I've since got from GPHQ. Really, really nice. I'm going to leave it on the white ceramic bracelet. With the bracelet, it's about £12,000, and with the material strap, with a deployment clasp, I believe it's about 10,800. So for an extra sort of 1,200 quid or so, you get the full ceramic bracelet. I wanted the bracelet. I think that's what this watch is about. Not that I don't like the other strap, but I just think it looks way, way better on a white ceramic bracelet. And to be honest with you, the only competitor really to this, with this kind of octagonal shape, is the AP Perpetual Calendar white ceramic, which is about 130 grand. So it's definitely punching well above its pay grade. I think it looks awesome. It's extremely rare. It's a really nice collab between two cool brands. And I just had to buy it. As soon as it came out, I just had to get in the mix. I absolutely love it. They might have sold out by the time I actually released this video, so who knows? Go and check them out online anyway. Really cool watch. I don't suspect they're gonna tank too much in value. There's not enough of them for that to happen. And yeah, certainly something I'm really, really pleased with, and I'm gonna keep long term. Absolutely love it. It's obviously got a date function as well. All those boring specs are available online to go and check out. But it's cool. This is now, I think I've now got 6 GPs. And I think it's a brand that's going places, very definitely. They're a proper brand with proper history. And for those in the comments already saying, but it looks like a Royal Oak, it looks like a Nautilus. This actually came out in the 70s, around the same time as the Royal Oak and before the Nautilus, the Laureato. It's a proper brand, and the Laureato itself as a model has proper history. And even more so with the bridge in the free bridge, the modern interpretation of the 3 bridges and the pocket watch from 1790 something. Doesn't get much more historic than that, 230 years old, the kind of history and tradition in Chaux de Fonds, where they make these in Switzerland still. So there's lots of info about this brand if you want to read into it, but I think it's really cool, and it's nice to see them doing some stuff in F1 as well. So two worlds that I love combining. I just wanted to make a video on this. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to go into any more depth or kind of go mental or give you my life story. That is that. We're going to end things there. If you haven't already entered with Grail Watch Club, it's a new business that I've started. I have founded, combining my love of watches and also starting to foster a community in the watch world. So I'll leave the link to that below. Grail Watch Club, you can win a no-date Submariner, the discontinued version, and I will be handing over the watch on YouTube Square to the winner myself personally. So it's all very exciting. I'll leave the link below to get involved in that. For now though, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're all well. Do subscribe, blah, 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 and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.